Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. It is your boy Shades here. I'm looking at Ilus stock. Ilus, we are waiting for the announcement of their acquisitions. And of course, we are waiting for the date reveal of the next shareholder meeting. And hopefully looking forward to them getting on a podcast and communicating to us what's going on. And what's happening next. More than anything, the communication is important. I want to see this hold at 1.2 or 1.8, anywhere in that level. If it doesn't hold 1.8, we're going to come down. But it looks like buyers love it down here, so we'll see. That is the big question. Is it going to hold here? I'm glad that the company isn't a scam. I was starting to think maybe George Sharp was right. This is a scam. Maybe these guys are swindlers. It's always weird that they're only the ones it's only just them. It's only them who communicate. It's always Nick, Link, and Backwell. It's never anyone else. We never hear from their other subsidiaries, the people that are in charge there. I've always thought that was very suspicious. Why don't we hear from anyone else? But, whatever. It's fine. It's not a big deal. The big deal to me is, does it hold? If not, I don't want it. So I'm still looking at 0009 if it does break down. 0009 is next. I'm looking at 0009, 001 if it doesn't hold here. Looking at 10K to throw in and hold for the next cycle up. One other thing I want to mention is just remember uplisting of QND. Let's see if the uplist is successful. And by the uplist being successful, I mean, is it going to stay above $1? Or is it going to get delisted and get kicked back down to pennies? That is the question. I think some people are getting a little too excited. I get that the uplist being successful is it's a win. It's a step in the right direction. Absolutely. Ilus and its subsidiaries need to get out of the OTC. But just know and remember that it's not any kind of guarantee that the stock is just going to start going to the moon. It's not going to start suddenly exploding to hundreds of dollars. Palantir can barely move to 60. Nvidia can barely move to 150. You think your stock is so special it's going to uplist and then go kaboom? Let's keep it real here. And they themselves have said, Nick Link has said, there's no guarantees. They're going to do their best. But we all know that if it doesn't work out, what happens to these penny stocks? They go up to a higher exchange, cool. They get beat back down. So I just wanted to temper expectations with that. On the plus side, if this starts performing like, say, a Palantir and starts pumping and growing its share price higher and higher over the long term, then we're all going to win. We're all going to make money. I don't have to be bottom picking. I don't have to wait for the stock to come down cheap at a bottom where buyers are going to step in and push it up for me so I can dump it on their long heads. I don't have to try and time any of that. I don't have to wait for the pump to end so it comes down nice and cheap. I can just buy knowing with full confidence, just as much as the longs, with full confidence knowing that this is going to continue to climb higher and higher over the long term. Just like Palantir has been doing. So that's the plus side, looking at both sides of the coin. Either way, I think everyone wins when this thing goes higher and higher over the long term, instead of the opposite, which is what all of their subsidiaries have been doing. You look at H2O, QIND, they all do the same thing. They've just been coming down every single time. They just keep going down lower and lower. SAML hasn't moved. Ilus, pumping up, but it's still coming down lower. So let's see if getting to the higher exchange, the big question for me is it going to continue to perform like it's been doing since 2021? Or is it going to start performing like a Palantir? Or like Mara, like Bitcoin and its miners that just keep exploding and going higher? Or is it going to find a trading range and trade between that range? What's it going to do? What's it going to do? That's the big question. That's it for the video. I'll see you guys in the next one.